where they were disempowered.
Yeah.
It affects you, or it triggers you. That's what I'm looking for. It triggers you, and then like the anger comes up, like, oh my gosh, like we shouldn't have to feel powerless.
Yeah.
Right. So the anger is not really about maybe what happened per se, but the anger is more about like, this person shouldn't have to be powerless.
Yes.
Because then you're like, okay, so why am I feeling powerless? Because if I'm feeling that feeling of powerlessness, then I need to go do that work on myself. Because when I can release that and clear that, I can then be a stand for someone. Okay. And next time I see it around me, it won't trigger me, but I can like, hey, here's what you can do.
Yeah.
And then that's the work. That's how we show up. You know, when we start releasing our own limitations, our own where we're stuck, when we start seeing it in people around us, we can spot it super fast.
Yeah.
And we can really support them to transform it because we've done it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So you've recently reshaped your business group, you know, which you used to have on Facebook, and completely, you know, transformed the whole thing 360 degrees, and it's now called For the Bold.
Yes.
So if somebody was to look up and say, you know what, oh, that sounds interesting. Yes. What is For the Bold then? What does it represent, and what does it stand for? And, you know, how does Gozi bring her Goziness and her Gozphilosophy in it? You know, so how do you, what's the essence of
For the Bold is really special to me. So, you know, I've been on this journey of entrepreneurship for a really long time. I've had many different businesses. Some have been successful, some not so great.
Yeah.
My book comes out, you'll see it all in there.
Oh, wonderful. Oh, that's a hidden one, Gozi. I didn't know you're doing a book.
I'm not writing one just yet, but I'm just putting it out to the universe. So when I write my book,
cool. Yes, I thought it was already in the process of.
I mean, it's all in here. I need to come out.
Because you know, as a group, we've had a few who have come out and, you know, done the book, and it's like,
It's in the work. It's coming.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I've been an entrepreneur for a while, and I'm really fascinated by entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
I'm fascinated by how people think, what they do, people who give up, people who keep going, like what happens in their life.
Yeah.
And I think it's very easy, you know, what I was seeing for a while over the last sort of like couple of years was seeing this whole kind of like twist of like entrepreneurship, especially online. So my business is online. So I'm in the online space and I'm online a lot. And what I was seeing online was this real kind of, and there's nothing, you know, there's nothing wrong with this, but this kind of making entrepreneurship look really easy. And also like, oh, in 3 months you can be a 6-figure earner. And yes, you can. Okay, so I'm going to say everything and also put a caveat. Yes, you can. And parts of the journey is really easy. Okay, things can change for you in a moment. But what I was really interested about, and where I get really lit up by, is the people who really step into entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
There's like a common thread of this, like they feel like they're called to do something. They're called to solve a problem. They're called to make something better. They're called to make an impact. They're called to show people a different way, to feel different about life. There's create a product that's going to change things. Or, you know, there's just this real like, I want to bring this into the market because I know that it can, even if it makes one person's life different, I know that I can do it, right? So I was really interested in that. And then as I was really kind of like spending time with people, I realized that entrepreneurship is a calling. So this is, again, this is Gozphilosophy. This is my own belief, right? But I believe that entrepreneurship is a calling. It's not for everybody. It's not for the faint-hearted. You cannot half-ass your way through it, because for every easy day, there's a day that's going to be like literally head banging. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? Especially when you're up at 3 o'clock in the morning, struggling with your tech, or something to go out and it's not going, and people got the wrong link, or whatever it is, right? Or the product has gone out to manufacturing and you missed out a little bit and you've got to solve a whole batch, whatever it is. For everything that is easy, there's another part of it. And I don't think a lot of us talk a lot about that part of it. And the journey of entrepreneurship in its entirety. And so I realized that when you are called to do something, you gotta be a little bit bold. You're gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna put my hands up. I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna do this. You have to be a bit of a risk taker. You got to be like, okay, you know what? There's gonna be some risks here. I'm not sure how it's all gonna work out, but I'm willing to try. You have to be a bit of an adventurer, courageous, brave, and so. But the essence of like being bold is like saying, I'm here. This is who I am. This is what I'm going to do, and I'm willing to do the work. You know, there's something about showing up bold and saying, you know what, I might fall flat on my face, but I'm willing to fall flat on my face because I believe in this thing. But also I'm going to learn and see how to navigate and be flexible and move around. So I created a group called For the Bold, and it's for entrepreneurs who might be on their journey already and are like, I want somewhere where I can get really awesome support, where there's like-minded people, and I can, you know, just really share about the challenges and like where I'm at and what's going on in my journey. Or you were like, you know what, I felt the calling, I've heard the calling, I know this is for me, but I don't know where to begin. Because the journey is the journey, and I believe whether you're like 10 years into business, 100 years into business, like starting today, the journey is like the journey. We're all going to be in different spaces, but that feeling of like, oh my gosh, this is who I am, this is where I am, we're all going to feel that. So I created a space to really support entrepreneurs in their journey of entrepreneurship, looking at different ways that we can expand, we can grow, we can heal, we can support each other. And I'm calling it a movement because I really feel like my own calling, is to really change the how entrepreneurs, look at things, how they think, how they behave, how they show up. And I really want to support entrepreneurs in that journey. So that's why I created For the Bold.
Yeah, and I might add that there are live sessions, and there is, I think, Q&As as well. We haven't done that as yet, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But
we have Q&A, like I call it Q&A Thursdays or Thursday night chat. So I usually will ask people like, hey, do you guys have any questions, or what you're dealing with? And people come to live and we kind of discuss that. I usually kind of use it as a teaching opportunity. So I'll always share kind of like my own journey, like what's happening currently, what I'm thinking, what I'm doing. And usually ask people to share from that space or to bring in what they're dealing with. And then there's a bit of a coaching, via the live, or coach and support people. But usually, it's our time to like hang out, bit of learning, bit of training, and then we have a chat. Then there's also stuff that other things that happen.
We discuss everything. There's no topic is off.
Because like I said, business for me is like life. So your life, how you're showing up in your business is how you show up in your life, because and one and the same, how you show up in your life is how you show up in your business. Because you're the common denominator.
You are.
You're the common denominator. You're the one who's in all aspects of your life. Right?
Yes, that is true. So if you're not going to look after that common denominator, then everything else will kind of just fit into the puzzle. So
so you look after this.
Yeah.
You show up amazingly everywhere.
Yeah. So it's amazing, and I am so glad that I'm part of that group as well, because
I'm so happy you're there too. Thank you.
Thank you. And we have some great individuals there, and it's not just for women, is it? It's for
So for men, women, however you identify it, it's open.
So
the identifier, the commonalities that we're entrepreneurs.
Yes,
that's the commonality. And then
I'm going to add
we have people from Nigeria in there. We have people from America, from the UK, from Spain, from Australia. We're like a global village. Yeah.
Yes, and then I'll add, when the video goes up, I will add the link to the Facebook group as well. And if somebody wants
Amazing.
to
Thank
join
you.
in, they are more than happy to send a request,
Yeah.
or get in touch with you. And then
Yeah. You can also find me on Instagram as well.
Yes, I'm going to add the links to the Instagram and your both your accounts. But I'll check with you whichever one you want as dominant one. We'll add that. It's been a pleasure having this conversation with you, Gozi. I cannot believe we've literally been chatting for an hour plus now.
Wow, amazing.
And yes, it's literally, I've loved the conversation, and every conversation I've had so far with our friend circle, it's literally just flown. It's not felt that there's an effort needed. The conversation has just gone from one dimension to the next one and beautifully flowed. So thank you very much for showing up as the honest, truest Gozi you are, and absolutely enjoyed every second of this. Thank you very much, and I'm so pleased that you've crossed my path, and you've just helped. I've learned a lot from you. I'm not going to lie, I've learned tremendously just sometimes by just watching you. And all of my kids have also met you, and what I remember this, when my youngest one came, she said, "Oh my God, I was literally scared when I first met Gozi in the morning, but then she was a completely different person in the afternoon." And I was like,
I had my coffee.
no, it was after the coffee days. So it was. So I had to explain to her. I said, in the morning we are in that mode when we are setting up, when we are trying to get everything done. It's like serious mode, and then the fun starts once everything is done. She said, "Oh, now I understand. That was like a completely filled out Gozi." So yeah. Thank you very much, honey. Thank you so much.
Thank you
For having this conversation, for giving me the space to have this conversation with you openly. Wishing you well. Have a lovely evening ahead.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.